Hello, Virgo. Okay, there's a shift happening around you right now. Can you feel it? That subtle change in the air, like something's been set into motion that you're not fully aware of yet. I'm Anna, and what I'm tapping into in this reading, it involves more than just you and this person. There's a third energy here, someone offering perspective, someone planting seeds, someone helping them see what might have been blurry before. Let's see what this energy brings. I I'm sensing conversation, not just casual talk, but real vulnerable dialogue. The kind where someone opens up about their confusion, their hesitation, their feelings about you, and whoever they confided in, they didn't just listen passively, they reflected something back. Maybe it was clarity, maybe it was courage, maybe it was permission to feel what they've been feeling. Hold on, let's sit with this for a moment. Here's what I'm picking up. This person might have been carrying doubt. Not doubt about their feelings for you necessarily, but doubt about themselves, about whether they're ready, whether they're worthy, whether they can show up the way you deserve. And someone in their life, a friend, a family member, maybe even a mentor, might have challenged that narrative. What are you actually afraid of? What's the worst that could happen if you're honest? Why are you letting fear make this decision for you? Questions like that, the kind that crack open walls we've built around our hearts. I'm also sensing recognition. Like through this conversation, something clicked for them, a realization they couldn't reach on their own. And it might have had to do with how rare what you offer actually is, how uncommon it is to find someone who makes them feel the way you do. Mm, Sometimes we need someone else to point out what we're about to lose. Here I feel a slightly different energy. Some of you, this advice wasn't gentle, it was direct, maybe even blunt. You're overthinking this. Stop running from something good. You're going to regret it if you don't at least try. And that directness, it might have been exactly what they needed to hear. Because sometimes love requires a mirror, not an echo. Someone who tells us the truth instead of just validating our fears. I want to ask you something. Have you noticed any shifts in their behavior lately? More communication, different energy, a willingness to be present that wasn't there before. That could be the result of this external influence working its way through their internal landscape. Advice doesn't always produce immediate action. Sometimes it needs time to settle, to be wrestled with, to be integrated. But once it does, things start to move. I'm also picking up on something about timing. This conversation might have happened at a pivotal moment for them. Maybe they were at a crossroads. Maybe they were about to make a decision out of fear rather than wisdom. And this person stepped in intentionally or not and offered a different perspective, changed the trajectory. Let's see, what else is here? I'm sensing that whoever gave this advice, they might know you, or at least know of you. They've seen the way this person lights up when they talk about you. They've noticed the change in their energy when you're around or when your name comes up. And that observation gave their words weight because it wasn't theoretical, it was based on evidence, on what they've witnessed. I've never seen you like this with anyone else. That kind of statement carries power. I'm also picking up on validation. Like this person might have been questioning whether what they feel is real, whether it's too soon, too intense, too risky. And the advice they received validated those feelings instead of diminishing them. That's not crazy, that's connection. And validation can be transformative. It can turn whispers into declarations, hesitation into intention. Here's something else I'm sensing. This advice might have included practical steps, not just emotional encouragement, but actual guidance on how to move forward, how to communicate, how to show up, how to bridge whatever gap exists between where things are and where they could be. And practical guidance matters because sometimes we want to do the right thing but genuinely don't know how. Do you think they've been holding back because they don't know what you want? Or because they're afraid of doing it wrong? Is less than hash zero. 5 hash is greater than. I'm also picking up on this theme of worthiness again. Someone might have told them they deserve love, they deserve happiness, they deserve to take a chance on something that feels good instead of constantly sabotaging themselves. And for people who struggle with self worth, hearing that from someone they respect can be life changing. Let me tell you what I'm not sensing though. I'm not sensing manipulation. I'm not sensing someone being pushed into something they don't want. And this advice wasn't about convincing them to feel something that isn't there. It was about helping them honor what already exists. There's a difference, and that difference matters. I want to shift focus for a moment because while this is about them receiving guidance, it's also about you trusting the process, trusting that people have their own journeys, their own timelines, their own lessons to learn before they can show up fully. And sometimes those lessons come through other people, through conversations, through perspective shifts, through external wisdom meeting internal readiness. You can't force that. You can only allow it. I'm also sensing that some of you might feel conflicted about this. Like, part of you is relieved that someone's helping them see clearly, but another part feels frustrated that they needed outside validation to recognize what's been in front of them all along. And both of those feelings can be true at the same time. It's okay to wish they'd gotten there on their own. And it's okay to be grateful for whoever helped them arrive, regardless of the path. Let's talk about what this could mean moving forward. Because advice is one thing, action is another. They might have received incredible guidance, felt every word of it, nodded along enthusiastically, and still not know what to do with it. Or they might already be formulating a plan, working up the courage, waiting for the right moment. You won't know which until it happens or doesn't. And that uncertainty, that's the uncomfortable part because you can sense movement without seeing it yet. You can feel energy shifting without knowing what shape it'll take when it lands. But uncertainty isn't the same as absence. I'm also picking up on hope. And I want to be careful here because hope can be nourishing or it can be draining. It depends on whether you're hoping while still living your life or hoping while putting your life on hold. Which one feels more true for you right now? Here I feel something about reciprocity. Like, if this person does move forward, if they do take steps toward you based on the clarity they've gained, it needs to be met with honesty from your side too. Are you still open? Are you still interested? Or have you moved on emotionally while they were figuring things out? Because timelines don't always sync up perfectly. And that's nobody's fault, it's just reality. I'm sensing that Whoever gave them advice, they care about both of you. They want to see this work, not for their own entertainment, but because they genuinely believe there's something worth exploring here, something real, something that could be beautiful if given the chance. And that kind of support matters, especially in a world where people are often more invested in drama than connection. What would it mean to you if this person finally showed up in the way you've been hoping for? And what would you need from them to trust it? Let's see what else needs to come through. I'm picking up on patience. The energy here isn't rushed, it's deliberate, thoughtful, like they're not just reacting impulsively to advice they received, they're actually sitting with it, letting it inform their next steps. And while that might feel slow to you, it could actually be a good sign. It means they're taking this seriously, taking you seriously. Rush decisions based on emotion can feel exciting in the moment, but intentional choices based on clarity, those tend to last. I also want to remind you of something. You don't exist in this scenario just to be chosen. You're not a prize waiting to be claimed. You're a whole person with your own needs, your own standards, your own journey. So if they move forward, it needs to be in a way that honors that. Not just shows up, but shows up right. As I'm closing this reading, I want to leave you with this. Whatever advice they received, whatever clarity they gained, it's ultimately still their choice what to do with it, and your choice how to respond. No amount of external wisdom can guarantee an outcome. It can only create possibility. But possibility is powerful. It's the space where things can unfold if both people are willing. So stay open but grounded. Stay hopeful but realistic. Stay available but not waiting. Because if this is meant to develop into something, it will. And if it's not, you'll be okay either way. Thank you for being here. If this resonated, share in the comments, have you felt a shift in someone's energy toward you recently? What do you think changed? Trust the unfolding. Even when you can't see the full picture yet,